I've always looked at this thing that I do or, business that I do as like this little island that I'm responsible for. Like, I need to keep building and strengthening the foundation, protecting its values, its integrity, doing my best to listen to the needs of the people while not being afraid to go against what's popular. Like, always doing what I think is best, learning to embrace failure, all the while developing the skills to succeed. At the same time, still being a student, still innovating, and keeping the island just thriving. So this video is about how in 2025, I plan to invest in the business and in the community. Keeping in mind, investing isn't just money. That could be time, that can be money, but that could also be the effort. Plans to invest in the business. I first want to plan for more support. Last year, I was able to bring mom onto the roster. This year, I'm looking to add someone else to the team that can support more parts of the business, allowing us more time to be involved in the community aspect of the business, which I'll be diving into in a little bit. Next, I would be looking to add more resources for beginners, but this would also be helpful for the plant-based and vegan veterans as a reference or even to learn something new. You see, part of my business is a website. This is where you could find the most updated information, new recipes that may not have videos yet, but you could also find things like substitutions, step-by-steps for recipes, with even photos to help detail what things should look like. And you can print from here. And so when I say more resources in detail, this would be like more instructional how-to blog posts, how to cook rice, how to cut or cook certain vegetables and fruits that may not be as familiar to you. Guides for things like, what spices you should have available, that pantry staple kind of idea, and even things that are like more cooking specific. Why or when to use cast iron. How to make a stainless steel pot nonstick. Lastly, but still really early stages, would be like plans for possible partnerships and team ups. This is not something I've done often, maybe like twice now, but I have seen this create more opportunities for the channel and help us grow in new ways. For now, this is where I'm holding things at for the business. My biggest plans are for the community, as the relationships are the most important thing to me. And keeping with that island analogy, the island is nothing without its people. Plans to invest in the community. First thing that comes to mind is donations, but doing it different, not just handing funds out. We started something called the Cooking Club, and it failed, but we're starting it again. The club is free to join, and there's no signups. As a member, all you have to do is cook something for that month from our website. It's gonna be something we choose from the site. This way it will be kind of, more simple to track and have some purpose. And all you're doing after cooking it is rating the recipe on the website. This gets you a submission, and we could talk about how to get more submissions. But the winner for that month gets a grocery gift card. But not only that, this is where we would also donate to a food provider from the neighborhood. This would be giving back to the online community and giving back to the locals. We're also looking at ways of making the website more user-friendly. So this would be like the number 2 thing to invest in the community. Now, I know I talked about the website a bit, but more specifically, the things that we're gonna do to make the website more user-friendly. Number 1, we're gonna give it like a complete overhaul. So we're looking for a new site designer and things of that nature, so we can go ahead and lay things out the way we want to instead of using like a general template. Number two, we're looking at adding things like grams and Celsius to more of the website posts. This would be helping our friends across country, but even the bakers. We want everyone to be confident when making one of our recipes, especially the baking recipes. No matter where you live, we got you. And going back again to more of that beginner friendly type of content for those that are new to, plant-based and vegan cooking, or even like the younger crowd, like young crowd looking to learn and develop their skills. I do believe the yearn for cooking started for me at a pretty young age, and I'm sure that's for a lot of folks who get into cooking early. This way, making the site wording in terms of like the navigation or how something's supposed to come together more legible for like the age brackets of 10 to 12 years old would be the goal, without losing some of that obviousness that comes with having just a bit more experience. Another thing is new gear is on the table for shirts, aprons, bags, mugs. I'm looking to work with another company that has just, more and better quality and availability for things like, like 100% cotton and so forth. My last two things are going to be finding a way to make myself more available. I'll be connecting with places all over, trying to see if maybe I could come and offer some cooking lessons in their kitchen. So make sure you follow me on Instagram or you're signed up for our newsletter, as I'll be looking to share that information in my stories on my Instagram page. And if we have enough notice, also we'll be sharing things in our newsletter there. But if I'm in your city, I'll let you know, hey, I'm in here. Keeping in mind, I am a much better listener than I am a talker. Regardless, I'd love to say hi and thank you. And the second thing, which is a last thing, is a cookbook. I'm in the works of trying to figure out how to make one. Now, I don't believe it will be released within the year because I'm still very early in trying to figure things out. But I'm working hard, and I just really don't want to rush anything. I'm looking for potential partners and just really taking my time to make this, thing a reality. If you stayed this long, I just want to say thank you. Being able to help and support others is really my goal, simplified. And I truly appreciate you making this life impactful for so many. With that said, believe in good. I love you. Peace.